Solve for x and y. So here we're given a 78-degree angle, here we're given a 5x minus 2 degree angle, and an 8y plus 22 degree angle. So I'm already thinking to myself I'm going to have to write two different equations because I have to solve for an x and solve for a y. Now in my mind, the simplest way to start is with the vertical angle situation. 78 degrees and 5x minus 2 form vertical angles. So let me write that equation. They have the same measures. So I can write 78 equals 5x minus 2. And we're going to go ahead and solve for x. Add 2 to both sides. 78 plus 2 is 80, which equals 5x. Then divide by 5 on both sides. So we're going to get 16 equals x. Now let's see, we'll just check real quick. 16 times 5 is 80. And then minus 2 is 78, so that does work. 16 is correct. Now we'll look at the linear pair situation. The 78 and the 8y plus 22 form a linear pair, which means their sum must be 180 degrees. So I can write 78 plus 8y plus 22, and I'm just going to use parentheses to separate them at first here, equals 180. Okay, so now I'm going to drop the parentheses and simplify, so 78 plus 8y plus 22. Now you might be wondering why I use parentheses if I'm just going to drop them. Well, sometimes you'll have a weird situation where you have a subtraction, and if you have a minus out here and then a plus inside, sometimes you have to change the sign. So I just like to make it a habit of starting with the parentheses, and then when you get rid of them, it's a step you're doing, and you can think about it and see if you need to change a sign somewhere. In this case, clearly there's no sign to change. So that equals 180. 78 and 22, we're going to simplify those. That makes 100 even, so it's going to be 8y plus 100 equals 180. Now subtract 100 from both sides. 8y equals 80. Divide by 8, and you're going to get y equals 10. Okay, let's check that out. What if we have a 10 here? Let's see, 8 times 10 is 80, plus 22 is 102, and then 78 plus 102 is 180, so that makes your supplementary situation. So here are your answers. 16 equals x and y equals 10. Let's just clean it up, write it the proper form of the variable on the left. X equals 16, y equals 10.